news. Yeah. So back then when I tampal the poster everywhere, no one knows siapa punya kerja ni kan. Yeah. 2003 we got a new PM lah. Yeah, remember this guy? Yeah. So when bila dia jadi PM kan, banyak orang tak kenal dia. Siapa this guy? You know? Kan, dia punya image kita pun tak kenal sebab 32 years under Mahathir kan. So he was trying to brand himself as Mr. Clean. Yeah, he made a promise in his first 100 days or whatever lah. Yeah, they said he will clean up corruption. Yeah, and he promised. Yeah, there will be 18 high-profile corruption cases that they akan bawa to court. Will bring to court. Yeah, will charge 18 people or 18 high-profile corruption cases. Yeah. So he made that promise, that pledge lah, as the new Prime Minister, will clean up this country from corruption. Yeah. But 1 year later, habuk pun tak nak, nothing. Yeah, as usual, all these politicians, they always make promises, they never kept. Yeah. So 1 year later, well, nothing happened now with the 18 high-profile cases. Yeah, where cakap kosong je lah kan. So I wanted to do something about this lah, to remind people of his promise lah, because a lot of people after they also forget already, So again, I use the graffiti medium, and this is what I do. You get the idea. I just painted 18 question mark everywhere in the city. Yeah, and someone made a documentary about it. Yeah, to investigate the meaning behind the 18 question mark. Yeah, in the end they discovered the meaning behind it lah. But they never found out who lah that did it. Yeah. Until now lah. Now I dah buat presentation ni, everyone knows lah. Nama lah dia dah lama kan. Yeah. And back in 2003-2004 bila aku balik kan, I was protest. You guys have to remember for those now it's like protest is more especially with Bersih lah, post Bersih protest is already seems like normal or part of our culture already. Yeah, but back in 2003-2004 a lot of people are still afraid to go down to protest, you know. Yeah, because every time you go down protest, there will be a line of FRU waiting for you. Yeah, with their baton, stick, and a helmet and shield. Yeah, and then behind the FRU there will be water cannon trucks, 2 or 3 water cannon trucks, Black Maria trucks, waiting to arrest you. Yeah, so this is a typical scene of protests back then. Yeah, and it's so much different now. Yeah, so when I came back to Malaysia, yeah, I memang takut nak turun protest lah, because every time you baca, every time you read the news, every time there's a protest and you read the news, the media will always report violence at protests. There will always be arrests, and they always blame the protesters. Yeah, it was always the protesters to be blamed for either provoking the police or started the violence or whatever lah. So when I read the mainstream media, my image is, wow, protest very violent lah. Yeah, which they still use until today lah, betul lah. Yeah, but that's why when I went to check out myself, I pun takut, I stay away lah. This is me lah, taking this photo from far away. Yeah, at a distance. Yeah, but I heard that a bunch of students, yeah, public university students are organizing a small protest. So I figured, okay lah, smaller protest, I figured safer lah. Yeah, there won't be FRDs lah, it's just a bunch of students. Yeah, so the students were marching in solidarity with a group of students who was again politically active, was suspended, yeah, or charged, yeah, by the university authorities, yeah, for being politically active. So about 2,000 students, yeah, marched, yeah, from the National Mosque, Masjid Negara, 1 kilometer to the Human Rights Commission, Suhakam, yeah, to submit a memorandum to the Human Rights Commission, yeah, about the issue. So I went there to observe the protest, yeah. Midway, they were just walking, yeah, with their placards, yeah, on the sidewalk. They didn't even block the road, yeah, didn't even block the traffic, yeah. But midway, the police stopped the protest, yeah, forced the students to disperse. But the student leader said, "You were just walking. We are walking to the Human Rights Commission. We're just submitting a memorandum." Police said, "No, this is a march. This is a protest. It's an illegal assembly. Yeah, disperse or we start using force." Yeah. So the students were adamant. Yeah, they're just walking. They are citizens. They have the right to walk. Yeah. So this is what happened to that student leader. Yeah. Look at how many police officers, yeah, arresting just one student leader. Very peaceful, very calm even. He wasn't even shouting at the cops, yeah. And he was handcuffed very roughly, yeah, and then brought to the police station, arrested. For what? For standing up for his rights. And this is the first time. Every time you baca media cakap, wah, the protesters are very violent, ganas, the police have to use force, The police use force on this student. Yeah, I witnessed it with my own eyes, the injustice, yeah, and I think the lie lah, that the media bagi tahu kita, and that's when I feel I was angered, yeah, by this scene. So I make it a point to be more involved, be more active, and to help out. Yeah, and the first thing I did was help out the students lah. Before with their placards, they can only lukis sendiri, tulis tangan, So the first thing I did was I designed their placards to make it nicer a bit lah, you know, more interesting, nampak lebih menarik, yeah. And I started designing banners and placards for labor groups, labor unions, different community movements, and CBOs and NGOs, and because I think design also have a role, yeah. Art and design have a role, and I started seeing my role in it, yeah. Because there are a lot of artists, there are a lot of designers in Malaysia, but they are not helping out all these groups, you know, getting their message or communicating their message out there, yeah. Back in 2004, one of the biggest, most urgent, important issues was the issue of police brutality, death in police custody. It was a big issue. So many people, especially young Indians, yeah, who got arrested by the police, put in lockup, and then end up dead, yeah. And all these deaths, no police officer have been charged in court, yeah, or held responsible for all these deaths. Yeah, these are some of the pictures of some of the victims. There are more. Yeah, so a group of concerned citizens, NGOs, and also the family members of the victims. They want justice. Yeah, so they organize a protest or hantar memorandum. Back then, yeah, because protest is illegal, yeah, back before the Peaceful Assembly Act that we have now, if you want to organize a protest, yeah, you cannot. Yeah, 4 people in a public space without a police permit is an illegal assembly. Yeah, so a protest without permission from the police is an illegal assembly. So how do NGOs and activists get around that? Yeah, they said that we're only here to submit a memorandum, but they kumpul ramai-ramai lah, and stage before submitting memorandum they kumpul dulu kan, they gather. So that's what we did lah. Yeah, so we organized a submitting memorandum to the chief of police. Yeah, and I was responsible in designing the poster, yeah, to publicize our submitting memorandum event. Protest like the protest lah, yeah. So this is the poster I came up with. This is stop the salah guna apa? Abuse of police power. Stop the abuse of police power. Yeah. And the protest was staged right in front of the police headquarters in KL back in 2004. Yeah. So this is the poster that I designed. I also designed all the banners and all the placards, yeah, that was used during the protest, yeah, the assembly. Yeah. I was first to arrive with all the materials. Yeah. After maybe 3-4 minutes after the assembly started, I was the first to be arrested. That's me. Yeah. All these guys are plain clothes, police officer. Yeah. That's me. It's a protest against police brutality, and this is the reaction. Ayo, right. So I was they really roughed me up. Yeah. Look at my t-shirt. Yeah. My seluar pun koyak, my kasut hilang. Yeah. My glasses pun jatuh. They handcuffed me and forced me to the police headquarters compound. This is the shirt that I was wearing, and it says, "Hentikan keganasan polis, stop police brutality." Yeah. A lot of people don't know about this protest because the media didn't. It wasn't reported in the media. But that was the first time I got arrested. I spent a few hours in Pudu jail because at that time the closest police, balai police or police lockup is in Pudu jail on the ground level kan, di bahagian depan kan. So they arrested me, brought me there, put me inside lockup. They wanted to detain me for 24 hours. Yeah, but the protest, yeah, that was held in front of the police HQ shifted to depan Pudu jail. Yeah, yeah, in solidarity and forcing, yeah, release apa orang akan tangkap. Yeah, so I was arrested with 17 other people. Yeah, but I was the first one. So they kept me I spent maybe 5 hours in lockup. Yeah, but that was the first time I got arrested. I was roughed up, yeah, beaten up by cops, yeah, and put in lockup. But I came out of it. I get stronger lah, right? Yeah. What else can they do to me? Yeah, because it made me more angry lah. Yeah. Here we are trying to tell you stop being so violent, and this is their response. You know. And I think because the media didn't report what happened, yeah, I turned the whole experience into an installation artwork. So I was invited by this very independent underground exhibition, art exhibition lah. Yeah, so I turned it into an art installation like a museum exhibit. Exhibit 1, t-shirt. Exhibit 2, poster. Exhibit 3, photos. Exhibit 4, the ikat jamin polis. Yeah. Exhibit 5, they arrested me. Yeah. The charge was I had a weapon with me, and the weapon is a small penknife inside my bag. That's the weapon. They wanted to charge me for that. Yeah. And then I submitted a police report against the police who violently arrested me. Yeah. It was a 5-page police report. Yeah. It came with the artwork. And every time when people view this artwork, they thought it's not real. Yeah. Because the argument is it's not in the media, so yeah, it must be fake. Besides politics, I'm also very interested in history. Yeah, some of you might have seen a documentary film that I made called 10 Tahun Sebelum Merdeka. But before I made that documentary, I was doing research about the history of the struggle of independence, because in Malaysia, history, the official history is very one-sided. It's all about UMNO lah, basically. Yeah, it's all about the rise of UMNO and how they won us independence from the British, or how they negotiated independence from the British. Yeah, the struggle of the left, the struggle of the people's movement, yeah, pre-independence was not covered or barely covered in the official version of Malaysia's history, especially in the history textbooks. Yeah, and especially the role of the Communist Party also tak masuk juga. Yeah, so I was interested in reading up about that history lah. And then that's when during my research, I was reading up about the Berlin talks in 1955. Yeah, I don't want to go into it lah. Yeah, but remember it was 2 years before Merdeka. It was a peace talks between the Communist Party were fighting the British in a war, fighting against the British, and then the soon-to-be Malayan Chief Minister Tunku Abdul Rahman on the other side. Yeah, they were trying. It's a peace talk trying to end the war, end the emergency. Yeah, and I found the original transcript from the talk. Yeah, original dialogue. So me and a couple of friends, we decided to do something with this transcript, because I think a lot of people have not read the actual transcript from the talks. Yeah, so we devised a play called Baling Membaling. Baling is the name of the town where the talk was held, but Baling is also means baling. Yeah, to throw. Yeah, so it's we use the actual dialogue from the transcript as our dialogue in the performance. But the whole dialogue is being read in a very physical way lah, yeah, where we throw chairs, yeah, while reading the dialogues, and we're trying to be creative and artsy-fartsy a bit lah, yeah. But it was my first experience lah doing theatre, but because I wanted to explore this medium lah, yeah, this medium as a way to get to highlight issues. Yeah. After every performance, we will have a Q&A and discussion. Yeah, about the subject matter. Yeah. One thing that I learned is that theatre lah, yeah, performance it's very engaging lah, because the audience is witnessing it live. Yeah. Yeah. Compared to doing graffiti work, it's buat sorang-sorang, there's no audience. And I'm not there there's no Q&A after the graffiti. Yeah, the audience cannot ask me questions about the graffiti. But with this, yeah, I can engage, I can talk, I can communicate, I can watch, I can see the audience. Yeah. But that was the first and last time I buat theatre, because it's very tiny lah. Yeah, you perform 5 times, you kena rehearsal for like a month, and every single day, ayo, cannot lah pancit. But I started the things that I learned from theatre. I started using it in side protests. Again, a student issue. Yeah, the student wanted to protest against the lack of democracy on campus. Yeah, they have campus elections, but it's all completely rigged. Yeah, to favor candidates that are pro administration. Yeah, so the student wanted to protest again, hantam submit memorandum. So instead of just walking with their placards, I came up with the idea, why don't you march with the coffin, yeah, to signify the death of campus democracy. So I designed a coffin for them, and the logo of every single university, yeah, with the date of birth and date of death, I guess, yeah. So they marched with this coffin for 1 kilometer from the mosque, National Mosque, up to the Human Rights Commission building. Everyone was, carrying a flower, and then when they reached their destination, they put the flower one by one. And before, the media, they never get reported in the newspaper lah, the student protest, but this time they did. Why? Because visually it's damn interesting, right? Yeah, it's more interesting than just a bunch of people just carrying placards. Yeah, so this is, I think, another example how theatre, yeah, or art, yeah, or something visual can help get your message out there. Yeah, the media, when the media, put a picture, reported your story, yeah, it gets out to more people compared to just you. Back then there was no social media lah, yeah. But compared to just you posting it on your social media, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram lah, you know. And yeah, this is just for fun. I also, every time I go out to protest, I also try to add a bit of theatre lah to it. This is me as Najib when they raised they hiked the fuel price 30 cents. Another issue, because I'm based in Kuala Lumpur, yeah. Another issue back then was the issue of peneroka bandar. What do you call? What's the word for peneroka bandar?
Developers.
What?
Developers.
Not developers. The government call them setengah lah, illegal squatters lah. That's the term they use. Government use against people. They were the early settlers. Before Kuala Lumpur became a city, it was a lot of jungle. These people were the early settlers. Yeah, they set up their houses, bercucuk tanam. They did pertanian apa? They grew crops lah. Yeah, they were the early settlers of Kuala Lumpur. So they've been there for more than 50 years since independence. Yeah, there are a lot of villages in Kuala Lumpur. Yeah, but once Kuala Lumpur became a metropolitan, yeah, with all these big buildings, yeah, the government started demolishing all these villages, relocating all these people. Sometimes not even relocation. They just force them out. They don't give any compensation, no alternative place to stay. They just chase them out, take over the land, usually to sell it to developers to build more shopping malls and hotels and whatnot. Yeah, not even to build more houses for people. Yeah, so this actual village is called Kampung Berembang Village. It was located about 5 minutes from KLCC on Jalan Ampang. Yeah, right, it's smack in the city center, but now it's no longer there. Back in 2006, the government demolished the whole kampung. The kampung was there since independence. Yeah, generations lived there. Yeah, and when I went there, because I was already have networked with all these NGOs, and they always find out when there's something urgent happening. So I got a call that they're demolishing this house, so I went there. Yeah, and I witnessed them demolishing all the houses, and I saw all these children. Yeah, they are all kids who live in the village. Yeah, they witness their house being demolished, their house that they live, all their lives, their parents and grandparents. Yeah. So me and a couple of friends, we wanted to do something with the kids. What can we do? Yeah. But again, the media, there's no news about this in the media. So we wanted to make sure that what happened, the people know what happened. Yeah. So working with the children, we came up with a shadow play performance of the story of what happened to their village. Yeah. It's called Tragedy Kampung Berembang, the tragedy of the Berembang village. Yeah. So the kids came up with their own story because they were there. They were eyewitness. They saw what happened. Yeah. So it's all the characters are designed by the kids. Even the script, the dialogue, yeah. Also, the kids came up with it. We just workshop it with the children. This is a short clip of the shadow play performance.